Hello everyone, welcome to the tutorial of traffic simulation using VISUM. VISUM helps us do planning and analysis of line networks, simulation of transport planning measures to forecast resulting traffic volumes and their impacts, cost-benefit analysis, and so on involved in strategic macroscopic modeling. In this tutorial, we will learn how to find impacts of a new bypass in a network through the help of PRT, that is Private Transport Project, by doing a simple demand modeling. First, we will get familiar with the VISUM user interface. VISUM user interface consists of different windows. On top, we have menu bar and then toolbar. The network editor showing the transport network. You can use your mouse scroll button to zoom in and out. A network view with some available network objects to choose from. Here is a quick view window which gives us information about the selected objects. Like if we choose any node, it will show us some information about the nodes. The layout of the additional tables is not fixed. They can be varied in size, they can be moved, and they can be arranged at different positions of the new window. VISUM files are saved as version files with an extension .ver. So let's start our tutorial. First, we will search for VISUM in the search bar. So now we will open our required file from File, Open Version, and our file is saved as VISUM class. Now the network is opened. Now we will add zones to our network. For this, we will add the zonal shapefile to our network, which is also saved as class shapefile. So we will just drag and drop the shapefile to our network to add zones. With this, a dialog box will open. From there, we will choose zones since we want to import it as zones. And press OK. And we will check read additively. And press OK again. If we turn on the zones, we can see the names of the zones of every zones. Now we will create connectors. So click connectors, right click and create. Choose PRT and maximum length 1 kilometer is fine. And everything else is kept as it is, and press OK. So our connectors are created. If we turn on the connectors from network window, we will be able to see the connectors with the 2 arrows. Now go to demand and transport system modes. Here we will create a demand segments. So we will give the code name as C underscore 24-hour, and name is car, and the mode is C car, and press OK. Basing on this demand segments, we will create our traffic flow. Now we will go to calculate, procedure sequence. Now we will create a scheme matrix. So in the scheme matrix, we will calculate the free flow travel time from one zone to another zone. So matrix, calculate PRT scheme matrix, and OK. So here we will choose the reference object. The demand segment is C car that we have created, and OK. And the variant file, from here we can choose any like free flow travel time, congested travel time, free flow speed. So for this we will choose the free flow travel time. And if we run the procedure, so if we go to matrix, scheme matrix, zone matrix, and data matrix, we will be able to see the matrix. So double click on it, the matrix will be displayed. It shows the free flow travel time from one zone to another zone. There are 37 zones, so it has been created a 37 into 37 matrix. So it shows from zone number 8 to zone number 10, the travel time is 4.53 minutes. Now go back to network editor and go back to nodes. So now we'll create demand models. So go to basis, create a demand model as created. For demand modeling, we have to first create a demand model. So here we will create demand model, then person groups, we will create a person group. We will name it as default GO1 as a default, and activity pairs, we will create an activity pairs, and from this we will create the create demand strata. So from activity pairs, if you click on create demand strata, the demand strata will be created for the activity pairs and for the person groups, and press OK. So go back to procedure sequence, create, then demand models, click trip generation, reference objects. From this we will choose our demand strata that we have created and press OK. The variant file, in this file we have to select the production and attraction function for our trip generation. So for this, if we go back to zones and right click and select list, the zonal list will be showed, and we will add a column here, and we will add the person groups here so that we are able to define the production and attraction function. So we will choose person group, the GO1 we have created, and for simplicity we are keeping it 3000 population at each zone, which is unrealistic, but for learning purposes we are using it. So now we have population for our population group. Now we will use that to calculate production and attraction function. So go to procedure sequence, variant, double click on variant file. We will define the production function. From here we will choose the select the attributes. Our required attribute is number of persons and the person group GO1. Press OK. We created the number of persons multiplied by a factor which is 0.01. Similarly, we will create the attraction function. And press OK. Now we will create trip distribution. So demand model, select trip distribution, select the reference object, double click on it and select the demand strata. And from variant file, utility function, we will choose the matrix because so that the volume distribution is based on the free flow travel time. And function type, we will choose logic model. As a C parameter, we will use -0.1 and press OK. Now we have to run the procedures to create a demand matrix. So our demand matrix has been created. If we go to matrix and open the demand matrices and double click on it, we will be able to see our demand matrix. Now we will assign the traffic according to the demand matrix. So go back to procedure sequence. Before that, we have to create the demand data. So from the demand segments, choose the demand segment C24-hour. From that, we will choose the demand matrix that we have created to assign the volume from matrix and press OK. Now we will create the PRT assignment. So from reference object, we will choose our demand segment C24-hour car. The variant file, we will use incremental assignment. We will use a simple incremental assignment. We will assign all the volumes to the shortest path. And press OK. Now we will execute the procedure. And so our traffic volume is assigned to the network. You cannot see it, but we have to choose it from the graphic parameters. So right click on links and choose graphic parameters and bars. Here in the bars, we will check the box scale or auto use scale and press OK. So now you can see the assigned volumes at different links of the network. With the greater width of the link means greater volume of traffic flows from that link. So go to links, graphic parameters, bars. If we want to show the volume number, then we have to choose bars, and we have to check the draw bar labels from that dialog box. And we will increase the size of the font to 1.9 and press OK. Now we are able to see the number of traffics that are flowing at different links. So this is our base network. So we will save version as base. So we will name it base class and save it. So it is saved now as the base traffic flow. Now we will create a new bypass in this network and see how the traffic flow changes with the new bypass. So again we will open the VISUM class version file to create our new bypass. So go to insert mode and then if we click on some intersection points of the dotted lines, the nodes will be created. Now from the quick view we can see some information about the nodes. We will choose the control type as signalized for these nodes, for these two new nodes. Now we will create links. So go to insert mode, first select links and then insert modes. Now choose between two nodes to create links and the link type is 35 and press OK. From type it is already selected 35, so okay. So choose two links, two nodes to create links. Now we will select another nodes already created and press OK. The link type is 35 for this. The type refers to the capacity, volume, speed of the links. Now our new nodes and links has been created. This will be served as a new bypass. Similarly, we will add the shape files with it. So drag and drop the class shape file on it. So the zone, and select it as zones. So the zones has been imported to our network. Looks like we have to save the network first. So we will save it in a different name. So zones have been imported. Now we will create connectors and the rest of the procedure is same as we have done for our base file. We have to create 4 procedures. First calculate the scheme matrix and then trip generation, then trip distribution and then trip assignment. And similarly we will create the demand segments, demand strata and demand data. So we can see for the new bypass, most of the traffic flows through the bypass since there is an easy passing of the traffic flow from one point to the another point of the network. Now we can compare this traffic flow with the base case. So go to File and Comparison and Transfer Networks. From that, select Version Comparisons. Here we will add the base file that we have created. So from the version file, choose the base class, open, and for a code we will give it as base and press OK. Here we will compare only the links, so we will uncheck the turns, modes and other things and press OK. So attribute base, so here we can see only links are selected. Now the comparison has been loaded. To see it, go to links, right click, graphic parameters, bars. Here we will check the standard bar or use classified mode. And the scale attribute ID will be changed. It will be this network minus base. The filling color will show us if there is decrease in traffic flow due to the new bypass is shown as red, and if there is increase in traffic flow is shown as green. So we can see the green bar in the new bypass. So there is increase in traffic volume and there are some decrease in traffic volume at some networks which are marked as red. We can export this network as JPG. So just simply click on JPG export on top of the network and it will be exported as JPG. So that's all for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.